Hey everybody, welcome back to WikiGeek Sports. This is At the Buzzer, and we're joined, as always, by Jack Kiernan. Jack, how you doing?
Brian, good to be here. Happy to be here to talk about the Denver Nuggets gentleman's sweep over the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. So yeah, we're feeling good.
Yes,
We're feeling good.
very kind of them. The vanquish the demons for us as Celtics fans with that Eastern Conference Finals loss to Miami. Doesn't matter now. Miami lost. The Nuggets, I don't want to say they dominated, but they kind of dominated.
Credit to Ryan where credit is due, where he
Hmm.
says Denver in 5. That was his pick. I thought that there was no way Adam Silver would let that happen. There were a couple times last night, to be honest with you, where I was like, oh wow, yeah, he's not letting that happen. He's making it go to six
Hmm.
games at least. Like that Jimmy Butler, we don't have to talk about it. But Adam, you know where I live. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what's more powerful, Adam Silver's want for money or Jokic wanting to go home
I think
sooner?
that's a great question. Yeah, what is more powerful? And I think the answer is Jokic wanting to leave the
Yeah.
United States and go race his horses and call it a day.
Which, credit to him. Greatest basketball player in the world, maybe,
For sure.
probably. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that. But seems to hate it as much as the rest of us hate 9 to 5 jobs. So kind of an icon, to be honest.
100%. I think he made us all realize like, oh, maybe you don't need to be a complete psychopath to be a professional athlete. Maybe you just need to really
Right?
like racing horses and, like be good at something else too.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was awesome moments. Love seeing him, love seeing Jamal on that stage. Lots of storylines to break into for this.
Yeah, so I guess first and foremost, first finals championship ever for the Denver Nuggets. They only played in, I believe, one before
One other,
this.
yeah.
Even with all the very good years with Carmelo Anthony, never really able to have any playoff success there. But they've already been to a Western Conference Finals here. They were in the playoffs last year, and now they finally, with a healthy team with Jamal Murray back, they've finally been able to capture that title. What do you think this means for like the Nuggets as a whole? And then we can kind of talk about legacy, all that, and how good this team potentially can be going forward.
For sure. I think there's a lot to unpack just with this team in general, right? Bruce Brown is an unrestricted free agent. You have to worry about, does he stay? He said he wanted to stay. What does that mean? Does he say that at the moment because he just won the freaking finals? Like it's tough to unpack. I mean, what is important is you've got a lot of guys locked up under contract who are your key role players. I would say probably your top three options in Yoke, um, Jamal and actually Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. are all under contract. Those are probably your top four scoring options, honestly, followed by probably Bruce Brown off the bench, or maybe KCP. You can make that argument for. But either way, this team's coming back. They're not going anywhere. Um, this is a team that did it kind of the right way. And to be honest, their makeup is really similar to the Celtics, where if you think about it, they traded for an impact player a couple years ago at the trade deadline, Aaron Gordon versus Derek White, for example. They have a lot of homegrown talent, Yoke and Jamal, just from way later in the draft. And here they are. They built it up from the ground, played together. Yoke obviously is an unbelievable talent. Um, that was drafted during a Taco Bell commercial, and here we are.
So
It's
crazy.
it's so crazy to think about how far that dude has come to being potentially. Uh, you alluded to it. I think I would consider him the best player in the NBA right now. I'm a complete
Yeah.
fanboy.
I think I think it's hard to argue against that. I mean, let's just right now, 2 MVPs in a row, almost a third. Now a finals MVP. He doesn't look like he's slowing down in any way. He's just an amazing player and such a great facilitator. That he really
Yeah,
like is the heart of the team, which sometimes you don't necessarily see with star players are either scoring a lot or the offense has to be around their skill set. You think like the Bucks, they have to run like very specifically to get the most out of their star players, but he really seems like probably the most complete player. And I don't know who would be the best player in the league right now. It's Giannis and Jokic, and then Embiid's the reigning MVP. But like, what are your thoughts there?
I don't like Joel Embiid. So like for me, it's like I don't know how else to break that one down. His
Mhm,
game is really like compare. It's I don't want to say that it's super one dimensional, but like
mhm,
compared to Jokic,
yeah,
this dude's putting up triple doubles for fun, like in his sleep, honestly.
mhm,
Whereas you're lucky to see 2 assists per night from Joel, right? Because like you
mhm,
said, those really talented guys are having the offense run through them. You look at him, you look at Luka Doncic, you look at LeBron James, you look at Giannis, right? Like if Giannis could pass, then maybe I'd consider him up there with
mhm.
Jokic. But Jokic,
Or
he,
shoot, really.
or shoot, yeah, that's a great point. Jokic can like fall down from behind the 3-point line and the shots going in because his mechanics, even though they look sinfully ugly, are just
Horrible.
they're
Yeah.
so good though. It's like he's making shots, he's doing things that dudes his size don't do in the NBA, just point
No.
blank. Um, and you'll notice that the blueprint has started a little bit with guys like Ball and guys like there's a lower ranked prospect in the upcoming draft that is a big man who can pass, right? That's kind of the mold now. We're looking at if you want to be successful in the NBA, you need a facilitator from somewhere that is outside of your point position. And
Mhm.
that's what we're looking at with what Jokic has proven and what other guys will be proving in the future.
Yeah. And then, you know, last year, Nuggets did not have Jamal Murray, who's coming back from
Right.
injury. Some people weren't happy that he didn't play in the playoffs, but I think they're probably quite happy that he, knew his body and was
Rested.
like, I'm
Yeah.
not ready to come back. And he came back with an absolute vengeance. Um, and like you said, someone for Jokic to facilitate to Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
What a run he had in these playoffs.
Jamal Murray, everybody's talking about playoff Jimmy, right? And we can touch on that later too. But playoff Jamal was unbelievable. Like there
Hmm.
was a period of time where he was the leading scorer. He averaged a triple double in the not averaged a triple double. Sorry, he got a triple double in the finals. He's a
Right.
point guard. Like that 10 rebounds is not easy to come by for a dude who's 6'2", 6'3",
Yeah.
especially against the Heat team. That's a gritty team.
Hmm.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know,
we
man.
know.
Yeah, we know. You'd think we'd know by now. It's really tough. It actually sucks because I still feel like he's being overshadowed by Jokic, which is
Mhm,
crazy. Jokic is great and obviously unbelievable, but Jamal I don't think is getting enough credit for the role that he played to get them to this point as well.
mhm. Well, he'll get credit from us, and
He
I'm
sure
sure the
will.
the Denver fans have to love this like duo that they have going on here.
Definitely.
So,
I mean, you have to consider even as Celtics fans, right? You have to consider is this the best duo in the league? We talk about
yeah.
wow, like we probably have the two best wings in the league by or at
Mhm,
least wing duo for sure at
mhm,
Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, but at the same time, if you look at duos in general, like I don't see Tatum and Brown putting up a triple double in the finals.
no.
That's each of them at the same game. That's absurd.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's for sure. So, one thing I definitely wanted to ask, and maybe it's kind of like not weird question, but like a very easily segmented question that I can put in a YouTube short. Jokic, 2 MVPs, a final MVP now. Is he already a Hall of Famer?
I think he is. I think he has to be, right? I think there are a couple other big men in there who have less accolades than him that
Mm,
are in the Hall of Fame. I think
yeah,
Jokic is 28 years old. He's got a Finals MVP, 2 MVPs. I think you could argue that he should have had a third. I mean, personally,
yeah,
I would say he should have a third. Should be three in a row, three-peat. But
yeah. And your hate for Joel Embiid certainly doesn't color that at all, right?
absolutely not.
Yeah,
No, definitely not whatsoever. Most valuable Philadelphian was the award title this year. But I don't know, man. I think that Jokic is a Hall of Famer, and I think if
mhm,
he even comes close to doing what he did this year in the next 2, 3 years, he's a lock,
yes,
100%, and you
yeah,
can't argue that.
yeah. Maybe he gets another final. Maybe he gets another MVP. Um, I always kind of look at it like, can you write the history of the league without these players? And I mean, he was the best player on a team in their first ever championship. And so I don't see how
Yep.
you could omit him, from
No,
history. You know what I
I
mean?
agree completely. And I mean, that's the other thing too is he's setting this blueprint. Like among other big men, I don't know a single big man who can pass like him, right?
No.
Even in the league just in general right now, he's the only person that is passing like this guy is. The
Yeah.
court vision is just unbelievable. That's typically a limitation with big men, right? Is that they
Mm,
don't that court vision is like they stand at the dunker spot and they dunk and they block shots and that's really it.
mm,
Maybe take a three here and there, right?
yeah.
But he does
Right.
he does it all,
Yeah.
literally everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. You either get like the hard drive and you either get fouled or you score or both.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
we've covered on the show. My least favorite type of basketball to watch is
Same.
the, halfback dive at the at the rim and see what happens.
The
But,
Philly special.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. I've heard of that before.
yep. I hate it. But that's not how the Nuggets play. They're just such a
No.
complete team and
Yes.
gonna be a force in the West. I mean, really, you look at it, the Lakers, they're trending down. I mean, I know
For
they
sure.
made the Western Conference Finals, but LeBron, 38, not getting any younger. Uh, AD also, always
Injury
hurt.
prone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not Steph getting older. Maybe the Warriors will go away for real. We
Please.
hope, please. Yeah. But I think the Denver Nuggets are going to just be dominant in the Western Conference for a while now. Probably the quietest one seed I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then yeah, it should be fun. But anything else about this? Oh, yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about the post game. So fresh off
Yeah.
winning Finals MVP, there's been tons of videos. One in the locker room of Jokic, like very like half-heartedly celebrating and like doing
With the
champagne.
champagne for like
Yeah,
2 shakes.
two
Yeah, and he's done.
shakes. There's a song, I think it was Barstool out of like going to the club in your 30s. It seems real.
That's so
Uh,
accurate.
and then he seemed visibly upset that he has to stick around to do the parade until
Yeah.
Thursday because he
Yeah.
has he has a horse race on Sunday, I guess. And
So
yeah,
he
I don't
back.
know. It's just so funny to see someone at the top of the NBA just kind of being like, I know this is just my job.
He's like, this is my, well, like you said earlier, this is like his 9 to 5. It really is. He's like, yeah, I do this to get money, but like, I like horse racing. It's like, we work our desk jobs but we like sports podcasting, right? Like, that's why we're here.
Exactly.
And for
Yeah.
him, he's like, I don't
I
even
always
like
think of myself as the Jokic of
the
sales
Jokic of, yeah.
operations.
That's me, man. The
Mhm.
Jokic of a desk job, honestly, where I'm like, yeah, man, I really can't wait to go race my horses, like
Yeah.
that's what I look forward to every day. And the poor dude is like, I just want to be back in Serbia, man. Like
Yeah.
I've done enough here.
I
Everybody
mean that
talks
that's hard too, right? Like I feel
yeah, yeah,
like
true.
if you did your job in another country like 10 months out of the year, you'd also be like, I would like to go home. I want to see my friends and family.
And he's done, if you think about it, he's done overtime, right? If we're really making this connection here, he's played through into the finals, 5 6 games, 5 games into the finals, right? Like that's it, normally, no offense to him, normally he's home in like late April or early May probably, and now he's like, I'm missing my horse races. I don't blame him.
Yeah, no one was more annoyed with a gentleman's sweep than him.
No, for
I was
sure.
like,
Agreed.
okay, great.
It's like
Awesome.
unbelievable. Whatever.
Yeah.
Can't win all four. Stupid. I'm leaving.
Oh man.
Goodbye.
So good luck to him. I hope he's living his best life, racing horses. And like he said, when they were off for that extended period, he just likes hanging around the pool, which, nothing wrong with that. That's a
Nope.
great life. So
Respect that.
yeah. Oh man. Jack, another season. We did it. Um we have a few months off. What's it? Four
We do.
months till
Yeah.
the NBA. Well, I mean, we'll be back intermittently with the draft,
The
with
draft
free
coming up.
agent
Yeah.
stuff, all that. Um, but as for the 2022-2023 NBA season, it's a wrap. It was a lot of fun. The Celtics had a great run, fell short,
They
but
did.
it was exciting to see the Nuggets, really elevate into like maybe the next great team. We'll see. Anything can happen. But
That's right.
oh,
That's
if I was in
absolutely
the
right.
West, I'd be very afraid.
Should be. In the words of one John Morant, I'm fine with the West. And I think the Denver Nuggets will be saying that for a while
Hmm.
now.
Oh
And
yeah, I guess that's the next thing
I'm excited.
to look
I'm excited.
forward
Yeah.
to. Adam Silver. I don't know if he's gonna do a special like LeBron when he picked where he was gonna go in
The
free
decision.
agency.
Is
Yeah,
that
the
what we're gonna call
decision.
it?
They're gonna be like 10 game like stretches suspended and every like 10 minutes just will eliminate, Like
how
full
many
season.
games?
Oh, okay. Full season's
Yeah.
off the board. Very interesting.
It's like Deal or No Deal, except that's what we're yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's gonna be just picking
You're
from
gonna
like
have John
suitcases.
Morant playing Deal or No Deal for the kind of games he's gonna
Like, yeah,
make.
you got to pick this one, and they're like,
Mm,
"This is the one you have to pick, Ja. Sorry, like
yep.
this is you eliminate this option."
Yeah, Adam Silver will be
Man,
the what was it? Was it the dealer? The guy who's
oh
like
yeah, oh
in
god, the guy with the
the
voice.
boss?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know his, I don't even know what he was. Was he just like the
yeah.
overlord?
He
I
would
don't
just
know.
come
It
and
was the
offer
banker.
them deals. The banker. Yep, that was it. That'll be Adam Silver's role. He'll just call down and see if he can make deals with Shaw for
Good God,
see
and the
who's spending.
Grizzlies maybe. Oh, jeez, dude. Oh no.
Yeah, people would watch it. I feel
I'd
like.
watch it. Oh
Yeah.
god, I'd be live tweeting that. Are you kidding? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So, Adam Silver, if you want to make up for missing another game in the finals, we got you here.
We've got your decision. Yeah, we got
Mhm.
your decision 2.0.
Yeah. So, all right. Other than that, Jack, we got a little off the rails at the end, but
We did.
I
That's
think
okay.
it's fun. But what do you anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, sure. Best place to find me is online, and that's at Jack_Tiernan on Twitter. Ooh, just had a little brain fart there. You can follow me there for now, I guess, off-season NBA stuff and
Mhm.
MLB stuff and off-season NFL stuff because we're coming up on that now. Mandatory mini camps have started.
Yes, Bayou Breakdown coming
That's
soon.
right, coming
You
shortly.
know, I'm sure there'll
Um,
be Saints, well, no, actually, they have a new quarterback. I was gonna say who's gonna
it,
be the,
yeah,
Derek Carr, but
Derek Carr, man, I'm
we'll
all in.
yeah. I mean, could be a sleeper in the weak
We'll see.
NFC this year.
They are weak, that's for sure.
So, we'll see. I mean, I like Baker Mayfield as a person. I don't know how he's gonna do in Tampa Bay.
Hopefully, terribly, frankly, selfishly, but
Right.
we'll see.
Anyways, yes. So off-season NBA and upcoming season takes on Twitter, and then you want to plug your disc golf Instagram?
Sure. Yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram at Jack Disc Golfs for all my disc golf content. That tournament season is starting up, so definitely shoot me a
Hell
follow
yeah.
there.
So that's your horse racing, right?
That is my
Yeah.
horse racing. Is
Yeah.
go to throw plastic into chains and call it a day.
Hey, it looks very fun. One day
It's
we'll
a
get
blast.
out there.
One day.
But yeah, other than that, you follow the channel pretty much everywhere. Search Wicked Good Sports. I'm still on Twitter for now, I guess, until the wheels fall off of that website at the fake BMARR, BMARR. And yeah, Jack, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
We'll see you all in the next one.